Alright, hello everyone, welcome to devlog number 14. It's been a couple days, but I've been kind of busy, I've been drawing and stuff. So, first off, let's just, let's just walk up here, because I did add something that took quite a bit of drawing to implement. Um, so, yeah, it's not in this next room, because this next room is cooked and I'm gonna replace it later, but it's actually here, and I need to turn it on. Jump, and there we go. But it's not this, it's still not this. There are quite a bit of enemies, so I'm just gonna give myself these, because I put way too many enemies on accident. Alright, time to go carnage. Or time to cause some carnage, I guess. I don't know. Do people even say that? I don't know. Okay, whatever. Yeah, there's just a couple enemies. The floater from last time, in open air, so it actually has room to move. Or I guess it did last time as well. But if you haven't noticed, while I was talking, I walked into a new area of the map. So as you can see, the floor here transitions from the old way, which is fine. But the issue is that it took a lot of game objects to make look nice, and it just didn't it took a long time to put together. Whereas this new one, I can literally just draw onto the game, basically. um, so yeah. So I just walk over here. The tiles are just tall enough to where the player can automatically go over them if you wait for it. Although I don't recommend doing that. So yeah, I reused these assets from a previous level. Hopefully that isn't too big of a distraction. I wonder if there's a way to make them brighter. Alright, so there is a couple of weird things going on with the tile map that I don't really know how to fix, to be honest. I might just have to change the sprite that I used for the tile map. I don't know. Okay. So yeah, just pretty nice looking expansion on this area. And also, the player can now unequip the flower. And yeah, that took a really long time to fix. So yeah, the unequipping now works exactly as intended, basically. And yeah, I think I never even showed the description for this one. So for the curved blade, Floof just comments about how he finally has a real weapon to work with. And also he says, "Oh well," unironically. So yeah. Alright. Now, this is what the tile set looks like in my project. Let's drag these, make it a little bit wider. Okay, so the sprite itself looks like this. If you count the tiles from here to here is 47 tiles. From here to here 16, I think. So yeah. And also this unused section in the middle here is the tester tiles. So yeah, pretty interesting. Um, yeah, the the old tiles look like this when I was experimenting with them. Um, they do have like a blocky, like kind of a blocked in colors type of vibe, which matches the way the characters are, but or like the not the characters, but like the matches Floof and Cat, but it doesn't really match most of the other parts of the game. But some of these did make it into the level that you just saw. So this one, this this bush here, this plant here, they made it in, and I might actually use this later because that actually looks pretty good. Um, and also, it's a pain to draw tiles and make them like line up properly and stuff. So sprites. So yeah, I might as well show what it's like to draw on the tile set. So let me just select this tile map and pull up this tile palette here. Yeah, so I could literally just draw on to the world. And for the rule tiles, it was a really big pain to set up, but I don't even have to worry about like the way, I don't have to think about it too hard. It just like automatically corrects itself to the right sprite. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I also have this like fading tile for down here. And here's what the old tile set looked like. It looked significantly worse. Like the if I scroll back to the original area, the grass color didn't match up at all with the grass color of the surrounding area. So yeah, that's one of the main reasons I remade it. And the other main reason is that, as you could probably see, like, there's only, what, 16 tiles, but they're not used very wisely, versus 47 properly used tiles. So yeah, this thing looks correct in most situations. So yeah, pretty cool. Now of course, if I stop hitting, if I turn off play mode, it's going to undo all the changes that I just did because I made them in edit mode. Or not edit mode, I made them while the game was running, which so they aren't saved. That has definitely caused me a couple of minor annoyances because I've lost a little bit of progress, not very much, only a couple of, like maybe half a minute here and there. Alright, so yeah, that's basically just this devlog. Of course, with the ability to just paint it in, my ability to like make these levels has got like significantly faster. And so yeah, I could just make more levels more quickly. And I don't really have it pulled up on my computer here, but on my iPad I can see a kind of general outline of what I want this area to look like for a while. So basically, I'm just gonna block it out here. I'll undo this later. It's not permanent. So basically, like, okay, that's lacking. Oh yeah, my computer didn't like that. Okay, so which makes sense, I guess, because Um, it's like running all the real tile logic probably. So the idea is that there's like a temple, or not temple, but like a some old like dilapidated structure. I think that I'm using that word correctly. And their cat will be just chillin', um, just as lost as you are probably. And he's gonna suggest going to the right to a dungeon. Um, but of course, the map is going to be bigger than that, probably spanning multiple levels. So, yeah, and let me just undo all of that. So, yeah, basically, just making the game easier to develop for me, trying to make it look nice, and yeah, that's pretty much all I was doing today. Of course, there's plenty of enemies around now in this area, but I'm going to probably cut that number down because there's too many. If the player doesn't get a weapon in the first couple of rooms, which is very possible by random chance, they're just not going to fare well because the floaters are. You basically need a weapon with good range to fight the floaters because they have a lot of range on their hitbox. So yeah. Well, that's enough yapping for now, at least. So yeah, that concludes devlog number 14.